So, this is all gonna come out when the embargo lifts, and until then, I never fucking said any of this. But, I've had my mitts on Animal Crossing New Horizons for about a week now, and I love it. I was never an Animal Crossing guy up until this point. Like, that wasn't a thing I ever did. I just missed that franchise altogether. But, I'm really catching the fever this time around.
Oh, cool video. Thanks, James. We'll see you next time.
Hey, come on now, there's more.
Oh, there's more. All right, cool.
Yes, there's more things.
Oh.
All right.
They're addicting games, though. They're addicting.
Well, because here's the deal. When it first starts, you feel like there's nothing to fucking do because you're on this deserted island with 2 other people and the Nook clan, the Nook boys, and Tom has just put you in the wash for 49,000 bells, and you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay this off? This is crazy, and I'm sleeping in a tent. What is this bullshit? And like,
Tom's a real son of a bitch.
Listen, Tom is an incredibly generous business owner. That dude is George fucking Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life, all right? Barely enough business sense to get off the ground. 0% interest loans with, like, no, like, fixed repayment period or, like... like, he just gives you all this shit, including a phone, for $50,000. And he's like, you can pay it off with Nook miles, which is basically just achievement points. So it has its own in-house achievement system that is just like a sort of currency that you can do weird dumb shit in order to like split it up. And
okay, wait. Do the miles expire? Because I gotta know before I sign up.
No, the miles do not expire.
Great.
Probably because you will use them so fast.
Okay, but blackout periods, like holidays, can we use the miles?
No, nothing like that. It's actually, like I said, he's a very cool, chill businessman.
Okay, just checking.
So basically, he tells you if you want, you can just pay it off with 5,000 Nook miles instead of $49,000. And you're like, oh, fucking rad, dude. So you just do a bunch of achievements, and each one gives you like 150, 200, 300, whatever. And I paid off the first loan within 2 hours of starting the file.
The first loan?
Yeah, the first loan of 5,000 Nook miles, aka $49,000. The second loan, which was $98,000, I knocked off in maybe a day and a half.
Okay, all right.
Because I was spirited in my acquisition of these bells. At first, it didn't feel like I had a whole ton of shit to do, and it was kind of frustrated. I was like, well, what am I even doing here? It just feels like I'm spinning my wheels. But with every day of real time that goes by, more shit gets unlocked, and it felt like it would feel sometimes like, oh, there's only this one thing I can do, but every time I gave up and did that one thing, more and more shit opened up, like, and soon I was able to explore the whole island, and I'm like recruiting people, and I'm like expanding my house and buying decorations and building those decorations and like unlocking hairstyles, and like there's a system where the tools you make break, like they disintegrate, like Breath of the Wild style. And the difference between a flimsy piece of shit shovel and a regular shovel is profound. Like, you can use the proper one for like a full day's labor, and it's fine. But the flimsy one will bust on you in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So you're encouraged to like get these resources, and you have to everything that comes to the island, you have to fucking build yourself. Everything. People's the first 2 people that move in, they build their own houses, but everything else, your house, you have to raise the funds for. The new people's houses, you have to like acquire the supplies to build them. You have to acquire the supplies to build the shop. You had to acquire the donations to build the museum. It's fucking crazy.
It sounds like there's going to be a lot more to do in your daily tasks. It's going to keep you around longer.
Yeah. The engines take a little while to spool up, but once they do, you're fucking supremely busy all the time. Like, once I figured out you could travel a little bit with these tickets, to go to other islands, which is a huge mechanic because it's how you expand the population of the island.
Yeah.
And like, so basically what I would do is you buy these tickets, which are like 2,000 Nook miles. You go to this random island and you meet a random villager there. And at first I didn't really know what to do, but by my second or third visit, you just talk to them and then they come back with you. But before you leave, you strip mine the island because it vanishes once you leave. Like that island doesn't exist anymore after you take off. And it's a different random ass villager every time you go to a new place. So everybody's village or their island, once they populate it, is gonna have a different population.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's over 300 of these little fuckers.
Yeah.
So like everybody's gonna be different. So yeah, I would just go to a place, recruit a person, strip mine the fucking location, like take all the flowers, chop down all the trees, gather all the wood, collect all the fruits, fish all the fish, get all the bugs, collect all the shells, just fucking till my backpack was like swollen and heaving with new supplies, and then I take that shit back home and like transform it into like 30,000 bells. That's how I paid off like the first house so fast. Because I was just like doing this like British colonialism style conquest of these tiny little islands.
So let's talk returning cast of characters, because I think Animal Crossing fans are pretty attached to characters like Mr. Rossetti and KK Slider. Are we gonna see some old fan favorites in this new edition?
Probably. I haven't seen those two yet.
Oh, really?
I've seen Blathers, who runs the museum.
Oh, yeah, great.
And there's like a porcupine. I can't remember her name, but she makes clothes. I think she's a returning character. And she's gonna come to the island every once in a while to drop off clothes for the store, people to buy. And Tom Nook and his two nephews, Timmy and Tommy. And they, you know, they run shit. And yeah, here's the thing, because I'm not an experienced Animal Crossing guy, because I'm fresh off the boat, so to speak. Some of these people I don't know if I've seen them before, or if they're like returning fan favorites, or just brand new additions. I have to assume with how many frickin' characters they're like having in total that you can possibly encounter, you're gonna see a few. And there's like people that just show up once a week or a couple times a week. They just wash up onto the island and give you like a little mini game quest to do. It's like, go run around the island and find these 5 things and I'll reward you with furniture and shit. And you're like, oh, sweet.
Have you heard the theory that one of these characters from previous games is actually dead in New Horizons, and in fact they're buried on your island? Have you heard this?
Okay, that might be true.
Yeah, there's a tombstone in a screenshot. I think this was from the Nintendo Direct. There's a picture of a tombstone, and then there's a new turnip salesman. Normally there's this character named Joan that sells turnips, but in New Horizons it's this character named Daisy May. So fans are speculating that Joan is dead and buried.
Well, here's the thing, and again, I mean, spoilers for this whole fucking section about Animal Crossing, obviously, but like, extra spoilers here. One of the first characters I encountered, like a regular visitor to the island, is a ghost.
Wow.
Oh.
So.
Wow. This is a hot take.
Yeah, not with the name that you mentioned. They just call themselves Wispy because they're a ghost. Right. But there is, in fact, the spirit of a dead person on the island who's easily spooked and kind of a nervous character. I don't know if they're connected, but that might have something to do with the tombstone.
Yeah.
So again, you know,
that makes sense. That does make sense.
We'll drop some big, nasty, hot spoiler warnings at the front of this because I'm probably giving away big honking shit for this.
Will-O-Wisp. They've shown off the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little Mario Boo looking ghost.
Yeah,
They've-
he
yeah,
was the first person I ran into.
They've shown that off. They
Okay.
they haven't shown off that it's like the first encounter, but they've shown the ghost.
That might not even be set in stone because there's just people that just show up, and it might change depending on your island experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that would be kind of nice if they decided to do a little bit more with the story of this game. I mean, the last several have been great just because of the things you do and the town that you build, but it'd be nice if there was a little more to do, a little more depth.
Well, yeah, they've been building this cast of characters. It's time that we get a little backstory with them, you know? Isabel and Tom Nook, and these characters have been around for 20 years at this point.
That's true. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
When does Animal Crossing New Horizons come out, James?
It comes out on the 20th of March, 2020 for the Nintendo Switch. And it's gonna blow up real big when it lands. I just get the feeling people are gonna love this. There's a photo mode which people can mess about with, and so you're gonna see like a million pictures, just screenshots coming up online. There's just people showing off their accomplishments and their various islands, and I think people are gonna have a ton of fun because eventually, from what I understand, and this is something they've been teasing and talking about, eventually you can just like landscape and just like maneuver the island and its features, and that to me is the wildest shit because like it means you can really like Stepford the fuck out of this thing and make sure it's like, oh, this perfect little section over here is where all the villagers go, and this is where all the fruit trees go, this is, you know what I mean, like the flower fields, and this is our idyllic little paradise, and it is definitely not shaped like a huge wang. Definitely not. That will never happen. Nintendo doesn't allow that in their games.
Big ball sack. No.
Yeah, no Florida flipped upside down with like a hanging brain with like the boober and everything else. Like that will never will that show up in Animal Crossing New Horizons. No matter what clever configurations people assign to their islands. Maybe like a dick river or a dick lake in the middle. Yeah. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds classy. Sounds like the kind of place I want to visit.
Yeah, I mean, I won't do that because I don't want to, but I encourage everybody who gets this game to really see what they can do to get around the, like, you know, the content guidelines. I think we'll see a lot of dick topography when this game comes out. I think that's what's going to happen. And that's
sure. Fine. I mean, I think if you don't have at least one go at a cock-shaped river, you're not really trying.
I mean, that's fair.
Hey, Rhett, how's your dick game coming along in Dreams?
It's coming along.
It's a good little pun.
That's filthy. That's filthy.
We don't cut anything, though. We'll leave it in. Full review on the site and on the YouTubes, James?
Full review on the site and on the YouTubes is going to be coming out the 16th, I think. So I have a few days to pour over everything I say and pick it apart and compare it to the actual release on the 20th. And y'all can be like, man, how did you fucking miss this detail? Why didn't you do this? Because from what I understand, Animal Crossing fans are a tiny bit passionate. That's fun.
Slightly.
Well, let's just assume that you got it all wrong. Yeah, full stop. You got it all wrong.
Yeah, fair enough. Look forward to my factually inaccurate and wholly incorrect review of Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch on March 16th, 2020.
That was nice.
Nice. Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that was good.